Hello, welcome in our test farm in Brescia, in Italy, close to our own office. Here we have two MooLoggers that we can use for the development of the product. Today we are going to see how we install them, how we can clean the nose and maintain the filters, how to perform the recalibration, and also we can see how to set up the MooLogger sensor for detection of cow presence. Let's see all these things together. Here, the MooLogger is installed on an automatic milking robot. Let's go see how we did it. Welcome to the milking robot station. As you are all well used to, unfortunately, it's a little bit dirty, but it's not a big deal because MooLogger can resist also harsh environment. Here we can see MooLogger main box and also all the accessories, such as the router and the multiplexer box. So the connection is performing this way. MooLogger is power supply through the AC line, and we have a network and power connection coming to the Moo router. The connection box has a pass-through connection, so it can be installed also in existing farms and installations. Here we have two tubes coming from the two noses installed in AMS. Usually the multiplexer box is used with two different milking robots. In this installation we use just one for our own tests. And then we have the output tube coming to the MooLogger main inlet. On the milking robot that is on my back, we have the MooLogger sensor that is used to detect the cow presence, and we do also have compressed air connected to the MooLogger. The compressed air is used to clean the nose automatically when the cow is leaving the AMS. On the bottom side we can see three quick gas connectors that we use for the recalibration of the unit. We can set up the MooLogger to use one connector for nitrogen, one connector for a gas cylinder containing both CH4, CO2, or we can use two different connectors, one dedicated to CH4 and one dedicated to CO2. We can set up this through the MooLogger web page. On the left side, as we can see here, we are sorry if it's a little bit dirty, but it's real. We can see the main outlet filter that is performing dust filtering before sampling the measure gas inside the MooLogger, and the valve that is used to clean the nose thanks to the compressed air. This is also the inlet of the gas sample through the nose. We are now in the second milking station of this test farm. Here we have another MooLogger that we use for our own test. There it is. Here you can see the MooLogger main box. Here is the first prototype of our connection box, so we are still using it. And on the top here, you can see a test box that we are using to make fast testing of the filters. But let's focus only on the MooLogger. On the right side that you can see here, we have the electrical connections for network, for the cow sensor, for the connection box power supply, and the main AC line input of the MooLogger. We then have some LEDs to signal the working of the system and a potential error. In this case we have already checked, and it's in the cleaning of the nose. Here we have two buttons that we can use to reset the errors and to start the cleaning of the nose. We need to say that the cleaning of the nose can start only if we have compressed air connected through the dedicated connector and if there is no cow inside the milking robot, which is now inside, so the automatic cleaning won't start in order not to scare the animal. Then here we have a red button that we can use to turn off the MooLogger, and the main power switch, which has a white LED on it. On the bottom side we can see the silencer, which is used to reduce the noise outputted from the pump, the calibration input, which are always free for all the units, the compressed air input that is used to clean the nose automatically, the environmental temperature sensor, the water outlet of the MooLogger, and on the left side we can see the gas inlet coming from the nose, a new inline filter we are about to release, the valve that is used to switch the sample gas from the nose to the clean nose cleaning, and the external filter. We are now inside the milking robot. Here we can see the tubes coming down from the path that we saw earlier and going down inside the feeding bin. Inside the feeding bin, we will now see two noses. One of them is used to sample the gas that we analyze in the AMS through the MooLogger, and the other one is the nose that we are using for the test of the filters. On the top side, we can see the MooHear sensor. This is used to detect the cow presence thanks to the red dot. And on the right side of the sensor, you can see three LEDs. Green means it's powered on. Red means it's powered on, but it's not detecting the ray. And orange means it's powered on and has detected the animal. So the optimal installation has a green LED always powered on, and the orange only if the cow should be detected.